Hey Internet, I'm the Cow Says Moo, and you're watching the new Realm of Dr Moooo, episode 11, a Minecraft 1.5.1 Let's Play with a whole bunch of mods installed. Been doing a little bit here, not too much. I made myself a quick hunter's backpack, just to kind of round out the set here. And I think today I'm going to start moving from magic to a little bit of tech stuff, but I do have a couple more magic things I want to finish up real quick. First off, we're going to make the sense energy spell so I can show you that the Nexus is working down there. So we'll just whip that up real quick here. I thought that's what it looked like it was. Is that not red? I can't really see it. Man, so hard to see. Well, what other rune would it be there? I can't tell. Let's just make up a couple other runes and we'll see if it's any of them. Alrighty. Alright, let's try this one more time here. Sense energy. It doesn't look like that first one. That first one might actually be purple. Maybe that's it. Alright, let me go grab some purple dye real quick, and we'll try purple for that one. I'll be right back. Alrighty, grabbed a bunch of roses from my main base there, and we'll whip up just a couple purple ones just to see. That's my main complaint with this process is these shadow runes here are very hard to see, or at least they are on my monitor. Maybe they're not so bad on other people's. Alright, so that, and then a purple one in the first one. Hey, there we go, sense energy. Excellent. Alright, we'll drop the rest of these runes in here for now, as well as the dyes. There we go. And let's put sense energy in our spellbook here with just a shift right click. Alrighty. Drop down here and check out the Nexus. Okay, so we've got it on sense energy here, and we'll just click it once, and it says we're at 6,380 essence, and no deficit. Deficit is basically, I don't know, kind of like resistance. It can cause explosions and other problems, so you'll want to keep an eye on deficit, but at this point we don't have any threat of having any. There's nothing around that could even be causing it, so we'll chuck a couple more in there now and do it again, and now we're at 6410. 6470. So each cobblestone is 60 essence. I don't think I'm actually going to do anything with the essence yet. I just wanted to show that it was working and it was actually gaining energy there real quick. We'll probably get back to that in maybe not next episode, but the one after would be my guess. We'll see. But there is two other things I want to do real quick dealing with magic, and that's just a couple quick constructions here. Thaumium Scoop. Looks like it's just in the Arcane Work Table, and Thaumium Grafter. Also in the Work Table, but an awful lot of Vis. Let's see if we can do this. I think we can put this over here in the Work Table. Yeah, excellent. Oh, I didn't grab my panes out of there. There we are. And I whipped up some thaumium, so I will take those. And we'll need a couple sticks. Do I have any? Doesn't look like it. So we'll just make some. There we go, and we'll need a wool for that scoop. And was there anything else? That's just that, and that is just that. Perfect. Okay, so first off, the grafter. Awesome. And then the scoop. Only takes 40, so we'll take that. And then put this back over in its home. That way we don't get confused as to where the heck things are. And then let's go enchant these two. That's the one big advantage of these over the normal ones. The normal grafter only has like 4 uses, and the normal scoop only has maybe 8, I would think, somewhere around there. Not very many. But these can actually be enchanted, and since they're made of thaumium, I believe you can, yeah, enchant them with repair. So that means they'll automatically repair themselves. Totally sweet. Never have to worry about accidentally breaking your grafter or your scoop again. And I've still got 7 levels of experience. Cool. Repair 2 is a fairly expensive enchantment, but it's definitely worth it. Not having to make all those bronze grafters and stuff. So, as you can see, and my palm trees have grown too. Cool. I've built a little home over here for my bee processing. I tried testing to see if I could pick up any hives, and it doesn't look like I've got any way to do it with the current mods that I have, so I just use creative mode and put these hives in just as decoration. I won't be breaking them to get their bees or anything, but I wanted to put some hives around my building, as you've seen me do in other Let's Plays. These are all quartz here, by the way. I made another couple runs to the nether and grabbed some more quartz, so I decided to use it. And I kind of like this building. It's a weird looking building, to be honest, but I'm kind of digging it. So let's just test out this grafter and see how it works here. Oh yeah, not too bad. And did that go in my forestry bag? It probably did. Nope. Yeah, apple oak sapling. Yep. So that is what I got from that crossbred tree right there. Wow, I've got a ton of them. Okay, we'll wait and let that repair a bit. Cool. But to figure out what exactly is crossbred about these things, we're going to have to make a Treeizer. And to make a Treeizer, we're going to need a carpenter. So I think the next thing we're going to do is start working on a couple carpenters and maybe get a centrifuge here so we can start processing these combs that we're getting. I did go over to the village earlier and traded for some proven frames, so I should be getting combs a bit faster than I was before. Yeah, it looks like I'm getting them a bit faster anyway. It's raining right now, so they're not doing anything. But we're going to need to make a couple carpenters and a centrifuge, and for that we're going to need some bronze. So let's go up to my metals here. Let's see what I've got. I know I don't have any bronze yet, but let's look up bronze and see how to make it in this mod set. Looks like just 3 copper and 1 tin. Ah, that's easy. Let's go with like 18 or so to begin with. And 6 tin. Oh no, we're going to need more than that. There we go. There's a nice stack. And then we're going to need to make carpenters, the machine block, or the, what's it called? Sturdy casing. I think we need that to make carpenters. So we'll get 2 of those for the carpenters, and then 1 for the centrifuge. And then, oops, we're going to need some glass here. Plenty of glass. I did it right. Carpenter, sweet. Awesome. And then centrifuge is copper, I think. I don't have those recipes in NEI for some reason. Apparently the NEI plugin for forestry isn't working. Oh, as you can see, I broke my armor. Over in the magic area where I told you a few episodes that a ton of skeletons spawned, yeah, I had it happen again. And I went down there and they broke my armor. But I got a bunch of levels, so it was worth it. I'm going to need some more copper. This and that to get 1 centrifuge. And I think 1 will do for now. I might want to make a second one eventually, but I think 1 will do for now. So 2 carpenters and a centrifuge. Cool. Do I have my bucket? No. Where's my bucket? Oh, I know where my bucket is. I'll show this off, even though I'm not doing more magic. I'll show off what I did do in here. I made a couple more golems. So now I've got 1, I don't remember what kind of golems they're called, but the new golem. Decanting golem, duh. For each cauldron here, so they're emptying stuff out, and I've got 1 tallow golem for each cauldron here, constantly refilling it. And I added a few more worded jars up here, as I said I was going to do. And we've got all kinds of aspects in these jars, so it's looking pretty good over here. But I don't have a bucket, so I need to grab this bucket. There we go. And I'll need some water, so I'll take that with me. And it's definitely starting to get a little laggy over here on this side. I don't know if it's the golems or what exactly, but I'm assuming it's the golems. Still very cool though. Alright. Head back over here to my B room. I think I'm going to put a carpenter over here. Let's put 1 there and 1 there. And then we'll put a little bit of water in this carpenter. That does not where it goes. There we go. And run out and get just a bit more. Eventually I'll automate this, probably with an aqueous accumulator. But we're not quite ready for that yet. I just want to get this started first. Let's get a couple more. I'll be back in a bit once I've filled up this carpenter with some water. Alright, so now we've got a full carpenter. The next thing we're going to need for these guys is some buildcraft energy, and for that I think I'm just going to make a quick Stirling Engine. So we'll head back over here and get my stuff. I'm going to need just a bit more wood, but I've got plenty in here, so. Hopefully I get a ton of sticks, even better. Alright, so we're going to make a Stirling Engine, which is 2 stone gears, piston, glass, and 3 cobblestone. Piston, we'll need a piece of iron and a piece of redstone. And some wood, which I neglected to get. Yep. There we go. Alrighty, so piston. Get that glass again. And we'll make a couple wooden gears and upgrade them to cobblestone. There we go. Glass and cobble, Stirling Engine. Grab just a little bit of coal here and just take a stack, that's fine. One other thing I want, let's see what's involved in this. Oh, not too bad at all. Okay, cyan wool, gold, and 2 diamonds. We're going to make a wrench because we're going to need that anyway for a bunch of different things. So, was it cyan? Yeah. Let's grab a piece of wool here. And I don't remember what cyan is offhand. I think it's blue-green. And I don't have those readily available, so we'll just minium stone it. Magenta, light blue, yellow, green. Oh, of course. Gotta go all the way through the spectrum. There we go, cyan. Gold, diamond. Omni wrench, perfect. The Omni wrench will be used for rotating all kinds of machines, both for buildcraft and for thermal expansion. So I just did this one rather than making a buildcraft wrench separate and the crescent hammer separate. So we'll slap down the Stirling Engine, and it happened to face the right direction this time, but if it didn't, we could hit it now with the wrench, see? And then we will give this Stirling Engine some coal. And we need a lever. There we are. And then we'll put in the recipe here for a Treeizer and a Beelizer, I think, which will be tin and copper and some glass panes, diamonds. I looked these up beforehand and wrote them down, so I've got them here. You know me, I can't remember recipes, so I wrote them down. 1, 2, 3, 4 tin for one, and 4 copper for the other, and then a couple redstone. Oops, not glowstone, redstone. And some glass panes. I've got my glass on me. There we are. Alright, so for these you need glass panes and copper. copper, diamond, redstone, 4, that'll work. This thing will start cooking up and we'll get our Treeizer. Very cool. This just takes a little time, especially while this Stirling Engine is not warmed up yet. So I will be back in a bit when it's about done. Alrighty, here we are, just about done with this Treeizer. Treeizer, sweet. And then to make the Beelizer, it'll be the same thing except with tin instead of copper, I believe. Yep, looks like it. So this one will start running too. And in the meantime, I switched out the centrifuge here for the other carpenter that I had, and I'm going to go grab those honeycombs that we have over here, or at least one stack of them. And we'll get those ready to start processing as soon as this guy's done. Let's go ahead and throw that in here. We'll throw that in there for now. Let's head out and try pulling down a couple more saplings while we're at it. Since we've got so many of them here, may as well. Alright, let that heal back up so we don't lose it. Silverline, nice, that's a new one. All the other ones aren't too good yet so far, but it'll happen eventually. Well, while that's waiting, let's go ahead and start actually crossbreeding bees as well. Let's see. There we go, that's our forest. Let's grab one of these meadows, oops, and throw a meadows bee over here. And let's break this. There we are. Now we've got a chance to get common bees out of this, but we'll have to wait until this forest dies to check out what she is. Alright, throw those back in there. And our Beelizer should be done. Yes, it is. Let's take our crescent wrench and turn this thing around and start spinning up some of our honeycombs and turning them into honey. And hopefully we'll get a couple of propolis out of it too. Let's see here. We'll need the honey drops to actually use the Treeizer and Beelizer, so that's why we need to spin up these honeycombs. Beeswax. What you usually get out of honeycombs is beeswax and honey, but occasionally you can also get propolis, which will be nice. We'll use that for automating this process. Just want to get one or two more of these on camera here. Show you what we're getting out of them. There we go, another beeswax and a honey drop. So we'll take this honey drop and go like this. Treeizer. Power it up there, and let's look at this lime one since I don't know what that is. Silverline. 1 by 1, that's good. Supports nuts, prunes, and palms, that's nice. Okay. I don't know what all that means. Let's come over here and plant it though. Where'd he go? There he is. Let's just plant him back like here. Right there. So we've got enough room for some leaves. I don't know how big he's going to be exactly. Maybe we'll just break a couple of these just to make sure. There we go. A couple more honey drops. That's cool. We'll take those out of there. See, that's a birch. That's normal, just a plain normal birch as far as I know. Apple oak should be similar to these. Spruce is just spruce, jungle is just jungle. So yeah, most of these aren't any good. Oops. And we'll throw that Treeizer in here. And pull that Beelizer and put it in here too. Once this generation of bees over here dies off, we'll use the Beelizer to determine there we go. To determine what kind of mutations she got. So we'll take a look at her in a bit. Alrighty, so I guess at this point we are just waiting for the grafter to repair and that bee to process, so or night to fall. So I'll head back and sleep and maybe start pulling down some more of these saplings and we'll see what we can get. I'll be back in a bit. Alright, we're back here. I've been going through a whole bunch of trees and we've got 4 larch saplings and some more of those silver limes and then a ton of just what look like pretty much normal ones, at least to me. I'll go through and take a look at them, and some of them anyway, and see if there's anything that looks interesting, but I suspect that they're going to be hybrids that just aren't going to be very useful, kind of like what happens with bees. And then we can check on our bees over here, and I would bet she's probably died. Yep, there we go. Got a common princess, or a common drone. That's awesome. Let's... Oh, that's that. Just working away. Okay. Let's come over here and get my Beelizer. And a couple honey drops. There we go. Take a look at these bad boys. Common forest. Forest meadows. And both of those are forest meadows. Common forest. I think I want to pair that with a meadows princess. That one's almost dead, so let's take this one. Let that one die off and we'll take it. I got a common forest, which is a hybrid. The common line comes from hybridizing forest and meadows together. So to give myself the best chance of turning this bee into a full-blooded common, I'm going to mate it with a meadows, because the forest part of it can still mutate into common as well that way. So as soon as this queen dies and we get a meadows princess, I will mate this common one with her. But let's get the Treeizer and take a look at this larch as well while we're doing stuff and waiting. Larch, there we go. One by one, matures fast, average height. Alright, well, we'll just plant some of these too, I guess. Just plant them around. we're obviously getting flowers here, so the bees can get to this area. There we go, and let's grab some bone meal and see if we can't get these guys to come on up a bit. Yeah, nice. And these lime trees, or whatever they were called, silver limes, they look pretty good. Kind of like them. Ooh, yeah, that's a nice one. Look at that. Kind of a silvery blue, like a sprucey sort of thing. Very cool. Alright, so let's check this bee now. And we got a Meadows princess. Perfect. Meadows princess, common drone, do your thing. Forest Meadows, you can go back there. There you go. Alright. Wish me luck on that guy. These are both Forest Meadows hybrids. Not particularly useful. Yeah, we'll just throw them in the chest for right now, I guess. Alright, so I'll go back to harvesting up some more of these mutated blocks and we'll see what we can get. And maybe we'll just plant a couple more of these too. May as well put them all around this thing, right? I assume they're going to continue mutating like the bees do, so we will plop these guys down and see what we can get. Maybe I'll keep one of the silver limes and grow them up here somewhere. How about right there? Yeah, there we go. Got a nice little pretty tree right there. Cool. So I will go back to harvesting the mutated blocks I see and waiting on that bee to die so we can check and see how she's doing. Our honeycomb is coming along. Got a pretty good amount of honey. We're definitely going to need plenty more, so we'll just let that keep happening. Let's throw that back in the bag. There we go. And I'll be back in a bit. Alright, so I went through some of the trees here and got another larch and still have a few saplings, or lime. Also found this lime jungle hybrid, which I think I'm just going to end up getting rid of. And checked a few of these at random, and as suspected, they're all just hybrids, you know, spruce jungle, oak jungle, oak spruce, oaks, birch, whatever. So I've just been throwing them into the ocean. It looks like that bee had probably died, so we'll go check that out. There we go. Bye-bye, trees. Let's see if we got anything good over here. Yeah, looks like they're dead. Ooh, common princess. Nice. We'll see how that goes. Eight, that'll work. Sweet, common. I got lucky, only 2 generations, and I got a common. Ooh, Meadows cultivated. Forest Meadows. Okay, so common princess. Interesting. No common drones, though. Alright, I think it's time to turn off automation and start seeing what we can do here. You're still alive. We'll let you work. Let's sleep through the night. I'll be back in a bit. Alright, well, while we're waiting for these last couple bees to die off, let's go ahead and make that aqueous accumulator for the carpenter in here. So we'll head over to my supplies and we'll get this going. Aqueous accumulators from thermal expansion, and what it does is it just creates water. So it's perfect for something like a carpenter. Alright, so aqueous accumulator requires a machine frame and pneumatic servo. Machine frame's some gold and iron, so 4 and 2, 6 and 2, and 2 tin. 6 and 1 and 2 tin. Alright. And then it was a couple redstone. 1 redstone and some glass. Cool. Let's get this going then. That's not gold, that's copper. There we go. Machine frame. Pneumatic thingy. Servo, I guess. There we go. And then this. Oops, I'm going to need an empty bucket, not the bucket that I've got, I guess. So let's get a couple more iron and make myself an empty bucket. There we are. Cool, aqueous accumulator. Alrighty, let's run that over. And I think in this case I'm just going to put it directly underneath. Do I want to put it underneath? I could put it on top of. That might look interesting. Yeah. Or I could just put it right beside here. Maybe I'll just do that for right now. Right beside it. This will slowly produce water. If I were to put it down below and put a couple water blocks on the side, it would produce water very, very quickly. But for the time being anyway, I don't really need that. Eventually, that's definitely what I'll do, but for right now, I don't need it. These are configurable, so you can set them to input and output, or just turn them off. Right now, I think I just want the output on the left side, which will go straight into here. Looks like we're at about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 buckets, and in a little bit we'll just check on it again and make sure it's working. Oh yeah, it is slowly working. Cool. Alrighty. Let's come back and check on these bees, see if they died yet. Yep, they did. Awesome. We'll have to check out all of these and see if any of them have common traits. And these are just meadows, so that's okay. Alrighty. Forest meadows, bah. Meadows, meadows. Forest meadows. Alrighty. So we didn't get anything to go with our common. And I think for the time being, I'm not going to breed the common at all. I'm just going to try to get a drone that is common as well. These are both straight up meadows. This one's a forest meadows. Let's put that one with the meadows cultivated. Straight up meadows should go with probably just a straight up forest, so I'll grab one straight up meadows for a straight up forest. There we go. We'll get this crossbreeding thing going here now. I think I can probably just get rid of these weird hybrids. And I have no way to void anything yet, so I'll just chuck them in the ocean. There we go. So we're making pretty good progress with bees already, and we've got a couple new interesting trees as well. Made an aqueous accumulator for our carpenter, and centrifuge is up here running again because we had about 50 more honeycombs. So all in all, pretty successful day here. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode, and you'll join me again next episode. In the meantime, have fun and keep mooing.